only media that have been consistent speaking against the bad government and for the purpose for reformers. Niger what yo. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. The only media that have been speaking. No more bad government. The voice of the voiceless. No more bad government. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. For the poor. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what media? No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. In Nigeria. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. The only media. No more bad government. The number one media in Nigeria. No more bad government. That have been speaking against government. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what you? The voice of the voiceless. The voice of the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Niger what media? Voice for the voiceless. Niger watch media. The only media that have been speaking against bad government. Being consistency since 19 Borogodo. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. 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 Niger watch you. We have been seeing all you guys have been doing, and he recommending to everyone in Nigeria, saying that you guys are the number one. Niger what you.
Can open. Who be the representative of the from the Oba Palace for the board? Who be the representative? We don't know. Okay, who be the government representative in the board? No one. Now, some people will say an massive investment. What is an investment? If investment not better the life of the people, is that an investment? Now, they call them say foreign investment. You spend capital, your capital for 11 billion in terms of your land, then 3.8 billion in terms of cash, repatriated for 2 million euro, another additional 19 million euro for a bag. All this put together, at the end of the day, when the builder finish, you say no, say na charity. Now let me tell you the way that they organize that Mowaa. Imagine they organize that. The organizer in Mowaa say, now they'll say that non-profit organization, you know, if they pay tax to the state government. Okay, but we not talk say in terms of employment. Which employment you want to give Edo people? When you say you don't already arrange them, the basic things you don't already put people. The names where they either now Latoji, Tobiloba, Ihenacho, no Benima or Ishama or woman from a donut or man from a donut, they inside. All of them, as I then you can say the employment you want to create for people of those states for inside their own land, and everything they spend, now they will come be the cleaner. That when you employ anybody, you carry mop, they come start with the mop. Now people don't really know where they go on. So all these they are skirmishes or things that they do here and there. Make them make them open. If there is no secrecy, make them open. Let's Mowaa commence. Like me, I will visit Mowaa and I go pay the amount of money when they pay before they enter. But now them mumu go sit back, he go watch whether they do things they okay now. Oyibo, you bring Oyibo come the town. They say they never break, you smuggle they enter. As you smuggle they enter, Philly. Who supposed to tell them the history of the Benin? Now Igbo man, now go they explain to Igbo to tell us say then when they came through Oboton, they now this was when you people now say now you want to explain to on our behalf. If not be sign of disrespect, now Facebook go for a year and say that they open Mowaa. Why people not they listen? For me, as I did so, I have refused to be a slave. If anybody continue to say, why is this happening? Not support, I will not support that. If I support that, I will say my education is waste. I am a man and I know what is good for myself and my people, and I will stand by it. Thank you and bye for now.
All right, on that particular one, a video circulated today which still currently circulating, where Governor OBASEKI stated that that particular museum is likely to be a gift to the Oba of Benin. I'm not too sure, but let's listen to what OBASEKI have to say. This video that you just listened to from Comrade Stanley Sazasakonokode, that this video that I'm about to play is the video he was referring to.
Before I end my speech, as you know, Your Royal Majesty, I just arrived this morning. About this same time yesterday in Leiden, in the Netherlands, the Benin Dialogue Group had a meeting. And for those of you who don't know, the Benin Dialogue Group is made up of all the prominent museums in Europe, members of the Royal Court, and officials of the government of Edo State. At that meeting yesterday, we decided, and I assured the group, that a Benin Royal Museum will be built and completed before the 20th of October in 3 years' time. We also got the commitment of the group that they were going to return many of the works that were taken from the palace during the unfortunate expedition in 1897. Your Royal Majesty, I believe that this is a befitting birthday present for you. Congratulations.
Okay, on that particular statement from the former governor of Edo State, Governor OBASEKI, that this is a birthday gift for you and all that, I was polite in that presentation. Do you guys agree that OBASEKI betrayed the Oba of Benin? Based on this video that you just watched. Yes, sending out the foreign investors from the Mowaa's building and all that, I'm not in support of that. I believe there's other way they would have, put these whole things without not embarrassing anybody. Do you get me? Because this particular video will scare a lot of investors away from those states. Let's have that in mind. But this particular video I just played, do you not agree that OBASEKI betrayed the Oba of Benin after all the promises? We'll come back to that.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me come back. Yes, sir.
No, continue, sir. Continue.
Of the board. Yeah, good evening, guys. This is me, your brother, your friend, Human Steven, this evening. We are still on this issue of the Mowaa, issue, Wala. And today there was a protest at the front of the campus, and I've seen a lot of videos, some from the OBASEKI supporter group, who are also supporter of the Mowaa, some from the people who actually went in protest against the opening of the Mowaa, and many others. And I decided to also jump in, and you guys knows my stand from the beginning. Now, I did a video this morning and I tried to explain, a lot of issues that actually transpired, before this Mowaa, concept came into existence. And right now, the problem with that concept now that most people are not trying to understand, it is one, the nomenclature, the name it is called, and two, the composition of the board that made up the Mowaa. And many of these OBASEKI supporters are not trying to see reasons. Sorry, guys. I'm not trying to see reasons from that angle. Okay, they are not seeing reasons. They are just being blindfolded by
that their hatred, which OBASEKI has created in the minds of the Edos and some foreigners within the Edo metropolis, to begin to see the palace and the throne as a problem for the development of Edo State. This is the strategy that he has been playing in the last 4 years of his administration. Because the Oba refused him taking ownership of the artifacts. If you go through the social media and see people talking like Abatobaze, like Ifaluyi, like Semi-Rio, and many others, they are trying to paint the palace as the person or the group of people who are engaged in the development of Edo State. None of these people had actually sat down because they know the truth of the matter. They understood what OBASEKI did. All they are trying to do is to find a way to paint the palace in a bad light in order for people, other part of Edo, and other neighboring states who already had so much, enviness for the throne, to be able to have the ability to throw tantamount to the palace of the Oba of Benin. I want to say this again. If Kingsley Enacho is an Igbo man, this is what he did today. Nobody can do it in the East. We must tell ourselves the truth. I don't know why all of us are trying to hide away from the reality. The land where this Mowaa was built on was not bought by these people who claim today they are the one that is in control of a Mowaa. If a Mowaa is an NGO, a non-governmental organization, and the government of the state is telling you, do not open that place until all matters involving that very particular project is settled. I think in a civilized society, some people are saying Edo is now retrogressing. In a civilized society where you live, those of you that live abroad, those of you that live in a place, the United Kingdom, that live in a place like Spain, like Sweden, Norway, Denmark, where monarchy system is still operating, and I know that such an inauguration today was not supposed to continue. They would have held that inauguration until all matters relating to the little issue that they had would have been resolved and settled. But what did they do? They went behind, even when the state government had already written them that there is already a probe on Mowaa's ownership, acquisition processes, and the funding of that very particular project from the international donor. If Kingsley Enacho, who today acted as if he's an emperor in a land where he had nothing that concerns that land, would have immediately written to those invitees, those foreign visitors.
So that incident that happened yesterday, it was avoidable. 2 wrongs cannot make a right. I know we are pained that instruction was given by the government in power. Governor OBASEKI is not the governor of Edo State as of today. There's a governor in Edo State. like the governor said, there's a new sheriff in town. The governor of a state said that, hold on, anything that pertains to a Mowaa should be put on hold. Set up a committee to look into it. And even the State of Assembly is also investigating. I would have expected Philippine Nacho and Governor OBASEKI in a way, at least avoid issue that pertain to a Mowaa. pending the investigation, at least maybe a month or two, the dust will settle. Then you can bring some of these foreign nationals to Benin. What happened yesterday was total embarrassment, and it could have been avoided. Like I said, those our brothers that went there yesterday, you may mean well, but we must have looked for a more diplomatic way to go about it. But for Governor OBASEKI, who is an ex-governor, who is still trying to have a say after you have exited governance, it's also a bad thing. You will not tolerate this thing, Governor OBASEKI. I know you won't tolerate this thing that you are doing to OKPEBHOLO. You, Governor OBASEKI, you will not tolerate it. I know how you fought Oshobole, tooth and nail, saying that it was still having a say in your government. The government said that, hold on, understand, looking at the controversy that surrounds Mowaa, you didn't carry the Oba Benin along. We know a funds came, repatriated money came with the artifact. And there was a budget, Edo State money in Mowaa. You said that Mowaa now is a private charitable organization. Whatever thing that we spend there, they don't go. Yes, you should have waited for things to be looked at. So, no matter how pain you are, if you look at this matter, you also know that when the Niger Delta struggle was on, foreign national was chased out of Niger Delta because due process was not followed about the natural resources in the Niger Delta area. So why you also condemn those people that went there yesterday, but some of you supported Niger Delta struggle? Why? Because the right thing was not done. The locals felt that, okay, you are taking our oil, but you have not done the right thing you were supposed to do. That was why white man was chased and they were kidnapped. So we don't pray for that to happen anymore. And I also saw some faces of some of my brothers that were there yesterday. You know, you politicians are not to be trusted. There were some of you who were talking about a Mowaa matter that day. You guys were mute. You didn't say anything about a Mowaa because you don't want to offend your principal. That is why I don't trust the judgment of you politicians. You guys are always biased. But today now, you people are doing a Mowaa. So where were you guys who were doing about Yaloja matter? You guys were mute because then you don't want to offend your principal. But you were first to come. And in fact, what you put some of you did today was just a paparazzi. And you guys know how to take like showmanship. You want to, in every sensitive matter, you guys can come out to really discuss some cheap political point. We understand what it is. We know those who were with the Oba Benin all through this struggle of artifact from the beginning. Even why a lot of people cannot even speak because of the fear of the present governor. Then, no, some people that even sing hallelujah for OBASEKI, they were there yesterday making noise. All of a sudden, I don't realize say Obaga talk, but when some of you have written, using your hand to write so many rubbish against the palace in the past where you were put under OBASEKI. But let's say that we are forgiving some of you people and let us move way forward. So the way forward is that there's a government on seat. Let's do everything to obey the pronouncement of the government and let's chat a way forward. Like I said, a Mowaa is a nice concept. Although bettered in betrayal, bettered in deceit. But at least it's a nice concept. Let's see how far we can have a Benin Royal Museum. I also have this in Mowaa. It's a win-win for us Edo people. So that foreigners and tourists can be trooped into Edo. It's a good thing. So let's find a way to move forward over this matter. And part of the issue is that some of you OBASEKI loyalists, you guys are not also helping matter. You cannot even attract sympathy. You know, Mowaa must be open today. Oh, white protest. Mowaa must be open. Somebody in the UK, they make noise. As in, who are you challenging? Edo will be there. And then down you be girl. When you make such audacity statement, people want to challenge you. That's what happened yesterday. You people will make all those statements. You are threatening people. Mowaa must be open. You the UK. You say Mowaa must be open. Though you people should go out, do this, do that. We're going to write statement. We're going to write some very offensive statement. Nobody can stop a Mowaa. A Mowaa have come to stay. Oh God. A governor of a state, in collaboration with Oba Benin, said, hold on, let's look into the matter. When I say Mowaa, you went inside your room, when you don't get 1,000 for inside your account, you say Mowaa must stay. You guys are the one overheating this matter. Make everybody calm down. Let those committee look into the matter as quick as possible. Resolve it so that we can make progress for the interest of everybody. But you see this when I continue boast, when I continue threatening, And I continue to after they don't see recharge on a phone with data and small thing on one proof point. If you guys continue like this, you guys and you guys are playing the victim. Now on our principal, I made mistake. You guys are playing the victim. You cannot even look at OBASEKI in the eye and say, for this matter, you don't try. Let's look at the way forward. But you want to instigate violence. You want to instigate. You want to insult people. You want to insult the IS. You insult the government. You will say the Benin. You will insult everybody. You will say that the people should look at you. They shouldn't talk to you. They talk to you. They want kill me. Now you they instigate violence. Now you they insult. Now you they play victim. So we will not mind you people. So let's look at the way forward. May God bless everybody.
No, we might abati no. Only at here common sense, you know. Oh, go walk in a buwa, kuwaya pepe no more bobo. No, I don't hear. Do they might be Nigerian, no Ekima? We are fighting for something that is rightfully belongs to us. And again one way I work for 8 years. You will be OBASEKI was governor for 8 years. 8 good years. He couldn't transform and go to London. Master you don't hear weapon in Jenny. What's it not telling now? Or we man is standing out tell up one at you. Philip, you want to show. Or when you're the manager, you make a use pidgin talk him. Now the manager, when they show them places yesterday, look on Sunday. Waiting don't get controversy. Waiting would they ask? And don't people they ask? Because now we get land. Now Central Hospital, I have boy. Now we get the money. This way even donate money. From Edo State pulse, we know billions of money where we contribute. That's all you both put some money. Now they take build down. And we don't get stake. Now private stuff. Now we say it will be private for our land. For the money what we put, and Oyibo donated this money because of the article what they say that they bring. I be say it will be private thing, not be private that they start up. If you don't go ni ya poponi ya liva bola ba gbe ba no go ba gbo no gbenu wa iwa mu ebo gbo wa wona da o wa atu agbe o get awe there na that meta eboni o ya gele buwa. Don't me matter what I get him to okay. All the women who are there, what that way rubbish in about you. No, OBASEKI you were done. It was you were people with fear to the way about one. What's so difficult for somebody to understand here? On Sunday, some group of Emmanuel here do. I am not sure why. Here I do a kid in Arab Sunday be my over. My no stop here near. Here you attack with my Jima in, Agberu ma in, Eropa in, no we common sense, no Kogi or Shilo Kobe, or Robiera Lige, Abata Robiera Lige. Wait. Why down here? Omanonia Museum. I want me Anonia Museum. I will make there wider. On that, I don't know a picture of Wagimana. What bear picture, on a week bona. A Philippine show, okay, Omaniama why. Omaniama why, ba. This is man Obalele abat no Obalele OBASEKI o batie boy na ni ate John Mayeki Adam John Mayeki bom ide o Adam yo ni wan uya gogo goy ya kati no na gbe ona John Mayeki ubere John Mayeki Adam yo owe between Afrivest owners and Mowaa Obaseki Philip Onasho and Ike Ichoke another of Igbo Mowaa Museum wedo am Mowaa Museum am no OBASEKI no Igbo ogwonbuwa uwa lori ari ebagbon.
All right, there's tension everywhere, my people. My last video for today, so we can start talking. Let's take just 2 minutes from this one quickly.
And I told our people the implication of removing E. And there was a reason why E was removed. I will explain all of that. Now, like I was saying, Mowaa, it's an intellectual theft. OBASEKI did not sit down and conceive the idea.
It is not his idea in the first place. It is not a product of his genuity. If anybody is affiliating that physical building to him, is good. But the intellectualism behind the physical, it is not the physical building is what people are looking at. And it's so myopic that when we look at this physical building, this physical structure, that is not what we are supposed to look at. We are supposed to look at the brain behind the physical building. The brain behind the physical building, the intellectual idea, the brain that produced that physical building is not of its own creation. It is not of its own creation. It is rather the creation of the royal house. So, Mowaa is an intellectual theft. Oyi ekyoyi no adwemu. And like I said, there were some certain recommendations that I sent to some high places. One of the recommendations was that why would you bother yourself trying to go and build Benin Royal Museum when Mowaa is actually Benin Royal Museum, only stolen and the name changed? Because all the paraphernalia of idea, the entire structure, why it worked, why it became a reality is anchored on its originality being a Benin Royal Museum. So why should you bother trying to build another one when the one that has been built is a product of your intellectual capacity? It didn't belong to OBASEKI. OBASEKI never came up with the idea. Mowaa never appeared anywhere until late 2019/2020. So when he became a governor in 2016, it was Benin Royal Museum. 2017, it was Benin Royal Museum. 2018, it was Benin Royal Museum. Until 2019, towards the late part of 2019. So that means, at one point in time, it is the Benin Royal Museum idea that was stolen, metamorphosed. A very good example. A very good example is iPhone 17 and XR upgrading. Upgrading XR to iPhone 17. It's like an upgrade. The original idea is Benin Royal Museum. Someone stole that because he had the connect. He was a sitting governor. He stole the idea. That's an intellectual theft. Under international law, it's a criminal act. So he stole the idea. So part of my recommendation at that time was that why would you bother yourself trying to build your museum when the museum they said they have built is a product of your intellectual capacity? It's a product of the royal intellectual capacity. Why bother trying to build another one? When a boy, even a boy, which I also want to prove. You know, I like proving things. For a statement of fact. You know, for a statement of fact, I like to prove things. Now, I put it to every single of his followers, his supporters. I put it to them. Why is it that the so-called Mowaa is the only idea during the 8 years reign of OBASEKI that got an international funding? 8 years, no OBASEKI. The only time the private investors, international funders, international sponsors, ya invest ye project Edo. Realigned, restructured, rephrased, reframed. And the three parties will now be in a good local standing, consigning that museum. Then they will not hand over the management. The management, I can guarantee you, I'm sorry to say, if you are to ask me, the management should not be given to the palace. I'm sorry, that's my opinion. And the management should not be given to the state government. Should be given to these set of people who are already managing it. Some of them can be changed because that's how you're going to protect. Because you start seeing they are misbehaving. 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 So management of museums, it's not as a result of Oviedo, it's as a result of competency. So, but if there's an Edoma who is competent enough, not because it's an Edoma, if it's competent enough, it should be given to manage. It is a bad competency. That's how you run institutions and they don't fail. Most especially institutions like this that are of international recognition. Do you understand? So the management should be left for those who are in the private sector to manage with all terms and conditions agreed by the three states, of which the highest stake belongs to the royal house, because it is an idea of the royal house. And I'm sure that Ake with 3, 4, 5 meetings on the round tables, all of these things are laid bare. And when all of these things, this thing has nothing to do with emotion. See, I tell some of these OBASEKI followers, some of them are too dumb. They usually do not understand why I use the word dumb for them. If, as a sitting governor, you could not defeat the Oba of Benin and the Benin people, do you not think that when he's on exile, when he had all the powers as a sitting governor, so issues, whether I heard how they were very boastful this morning that Ian Ashaw, one guy posted Ian Ashaw 100 Agobasimi people. He referred to them as Agobasimi rascals as 0. I knew the implication. I knew that the implication of stirring up we that are pro the palace is to agitate us to go and chase them out. And that's eventually what happened. I wasn't happy that those white diplomats were chased out. To be candid, I have also made my opinions known to people. Some of you are happy, but I'm not happy. I have my reasons. There are sensitivities to these things. What we should be interested in is how to make that place achievable, running, and meet up with the standard. We'll be able to rival every other good, best museums all over the world. We don't need negativity sort of around that building, that Benin Royal Museum. We don't. But in a way, these people tends to push us to a way that we have to prove to them at that time that and when you try to tell them that these things are not done with emotions, I see a lot of emotional readings that Benin people don't like good thing. Udo motorera me ni mahienwe ni mayanwe Udo wa be emi yo because we development in there man nigga gwa. How do these people think? What I have seen our people presented on social media all this while was there are some pending issues. That's what His Royal Majesty talked about. There were some deceptions. There were some lies. There were some certain things that were not true, that were not correct. There were some let us strengthen all of these issues so that everybody cannot be on the same page. Edoe emi anari ho kuku noro erokbanologero.
All right. I appreciate every one of you right there, my people. That's all I have on this particular matter in Edo State. Although a lot of people have reacted, but we're going to present those videos differently tomorrow on our pre-recorded videos. So look out for that tomorrow if the time is permissible, though. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you, my people. I appreciate every one of you right there. Thanks for your time with us today. My God, I will bless you now. What is currently happening right now in Edo State, I'm not happy about it at all. I'm not. How OBASEKI ruled in Edo State and how he left Edo State, to my own understanding, my own perception, is very, very, very disgraceful. Let's be honest. You know, I understand some of you who love him, even though nobody sent them on and love him, you will not agree with me. It's very, very disgraceful. OBASEKI was acting like a mini god while he was in office as a satanic governor of Edo State. Yes. Even, in fact, I don't want to go to that area. But unfortunately, the way people also went to Mowaa's building to evacuate those foreigners out of that building was totally unacceptable. Was totally unacceptable. Let's be honest. The presentation, the touting, the agberuism, the misbehaving, the destruction of the chairs and everything outside was all uncalled for. All were, in fact, it was very, very disgraceful. There's other way they would have done that without not creating this everlasting, satanic, disgraceful image that will affect us probably forever. Yes, probably forever. It was not the right thing to do. I saw that video. I have to watch that video so many times. The way there was no composure. These guys did not comport themselves. There's nothing at all. Almost all of them there were touts. They were behaving like Agberu. Ebosto, who made speech to Ebosto, is somebody that I have respect for. But fortunately, it was so disgraceful to choose Ebosto to make speech in the presence of intellectualisms. That was so disgraceful. Edo people are learned people. That was so disgraceful. Listening to him, speaking to these individualisms, asking them to leave, his composure. And God, how did we get here? OBASEKI have laid a satanic footstep that causes all this whole thing. For those of you that will blame Ebosto, that is a tout, blame Kabaka is a tout, blame OBASEKI, worked with them all. After using them, he dumped them. These people, they built so much hatred for him. OBASEKI went to Tony Kabaka. I've said it so many times. He went to Tony Kabaka's house, his residence, to go beg him to support him. He went to Ebosto to beg him to support him. So for those of you who is always praising OBASEKI's praises, I don't get it. I don't know where you are coming from. You need to understand this of the foundation of where we find ourselves today. OBASEKI is the cause of the problem, this unending problem that is ongoing, where we don't know when it will ever finish. For those, OBASEKI created them all. He disrespected the monarch. He acted like a mini god. He was deceptive in the statement, according to the video that I played just now. For those of you who love him, nobody asks you to love people. Instead of you to face the fact, you will prefer to embrace the synthetical. Everything that just happened, the whole thing is just disgraceful. Let's be honest. Let's be honest for ourselves. I'm not interested who will pick offense from my monologue or my speech today. To hell with you, I'm born to ashes. Whoever. This is disgraceful. It's disgraceful, the whole thing. OBASEKI ran away from Edo State. Since I grew up, the only governor I've seen that could not hand over. He ran away. He satanically ran away. Him and all his satanic supporters across abroad, they are celebrating satanism everywhere. Till today, nobody asked OBASEKI to come back home. As speaking, he's on the run. Admin, anybody who commits rubbish there, block them on earth and in heaven, no conscience. Please, I'm not here to gather what's it called? Multitude. No. Now only one person deal with me and you are honest, then I'm good to go with that. Anybody who comment directly or indirectly, they take comment and their comment lose suspicious, block them. If they leave, my subscriber will not show. You will not notice, say he come off for my subscriber. Because none of them want to hear the truth. When we are talking to these people here, me and my wonderful panelists every day here, it will look like we don't know what we are doing. It's very unfortunate. One person will come in and rule for 8 years. The person go, your go. Everybody will say, I'm gonna leave and I try. He built secretariat. He do that one. The same way Satanic Oshomole rule for 8 years. He behaved like Agberu. They jump from one fence, from window, they enter classroom. People were singing his praises. Oshomole try. Look where we are today. The whole Satanic foundation started all the way from Satanic Lucky Gbededion. He handed over to Satanic Oshomole. Oshomole handed over to Satanic OBASEKI. Satanic OBASEKI handed over now to, or that's why he ran away. He produced or anyhow produced Satanic OKPEBHOLO. Look where we are. I bet you God should give all of us long life, good health. We will be complaining of this Satanic OKPEBHOLO later on because obviously Satanic OKPEBHOLO is playing politics with this whole thing that is currently happening. Me, I not follow and do all this thing. I tell you now, I don't belong to none of you. All of them, I don't belong to them. I'm not interested. I'm not interested. This is crazy. Ebo Stone were giving speech. Baba, how did we get here? All my years in the university, as a proud Edolite, seeing Ebo Stone giving speech to intellectualism. This is disgraceful. Let's be honest. So they don't see any other person that can handle that speech anymore. Regardless of what, nobody. Waiting. Foreigners. No, then we are saying Edo is smelly. Edo is ugly. So where is the foreigners, the investors? Where are they coming from? Where are they coming from? You all should be ashamed of yourselves. You should be ashamed of yourselves. So disgraceful, man. Disgusting. It's so irritating. Listening to the speech of Ebo Stone, I was feeling goosebumps in my skin. Say, Jesus, how? If a Satanic OKPEBHOLO want to get somebody to stand and give that speech, he could not get anybody else that can do it. They hired Ebo Stone. Yes.
Sorry, a quick one. When OKPEBHOLO became a governor, when he was sworn in after his after the announcement by the ANEC, there's something I said. I said something. I said the reason why it would be so difficult for OKPEBHOLO to probe OBASEKI is that OBASEKI, before he became a governor, he was a banker for many years, and he's a smooth operator. He's a digital fraudster. OKPEBHOLO surround himself now with lots of tout, people who are not digital savvy. They don't really have what it takes to probe OBASEKI's government. That's why we are where we are today, because they keep talking about, we all know the fraud OBASEKI.
Let me tell you, my brother, don't worry, you will give your submission. Just hold on. I don't want to forget what I'm saying. But if I have to add to what you are saying, it is clear, it is obvious, visible to the blind and audible to the deaf, that the problem of this foundation started from satanic Lokigbenedion in capital letter, satanic Oshomole in capital letter, satanic OBASEKI in capital letter. Then the current satanic governor of Edo State, OKPEBHOLO. Because every one of you are being sentimental. Everyone is embracing and practicing sentimentalism. Oh, I like this one now. I hope this. When you all come out, another person will say come out, you go, they hate that one. Or your sister of that group go come and say, no. Now, I know hear the video where I play yesterday, when that one talks. Una rule for 8 years now. Our tongue with the rule for 8 years is not concerned. Now, don't hear one video where I play yesterday. Or you guys are not paying attention. Because the OT have turned to, una don't do una for 8 years, more do our for 8 years. Ah, Baba, they trouble. They big trouble, man. Big trouble. Big trouble in Nigeria. I just want to say those things now. Somebody said, una don't do una for 8 years. We dey do our own now for 8 years. Are you telling me those people mean well? Or they meant well for the Edolites? Or for themselves and their selfish interest? Is that what you are telling me? We're in big trouble in Nigeria, man. OKPEBHOLO started like a lunatic, illiterate, disgraceful governor. Then he appoints lunatic, touting, agbeism to represent him when it comes to speech. It's crazy. It's crazy. Listen, I know the look person eye they talk. I don't tell you now. I know the look person eye they talk. I know the look person eye they talk. I don't care if you are my brother, my father, my mother. If you messed up, I'll call you out. I don't send you. I don't send anybody, to be honest. If you are doing the right thing, you are my friend. If you are not doing the right thing, to hell with you, I burn to ashes. I don't care. I just the way one of two now talk say no company. I go very good. I will go live on Nigeria Watch. God punish all of you in advance. You get too head. God punish all of you in advance. Tomorrow morning, somebody make video say no company. I promise you, less than 48 hours, I will be in Benin. I will be at Ring Road. I will go live on Nigeria Watch. And they say, now I'm talking now, do I be? You don't get too head. Or if you are coming to me, will you leave your head at home? Look where we are today. Look where we are. Nothing, a door is smelling. Nothing is working. South have taken over the state. Agberu, smelly things. Who stole from the commonwealth of the Edo State bosses? They go to parties and spray money and dress nice and do that. Oh God. So be careful with my words, man. I'm very upset. Very upset. And if you all are still practicing sentimentalism with this my speech right now, no worry. OKPEBHOLO will still do it 4 years or probably 8 years. Another lunatic will come in, right? That one will still come with the whole crowd. And if case not taken, in case you don't know, these same people, they are recycling themselves. They are carrying themselves along. If you don't know what that means, before I hang up with my monologue right now, let me tell you. Ebosto, Tony Kabaka, and Coles, they were stylishly in Lokigbenedion's government. They were openly in Oshomole's government. They were openly and halfway in OBASEKI's government. Now, they are now openly 100% as well in OKPEBHOLO's government. That means the same people, if case not taken, whoever that is coming after OKPEBHOLO, this group will also jump inside. They will always be there. We're in trouble. The trouble is very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. I'll leave it like that. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. For those of you that want to call in, this is the best time. I just want to take only 4 calls. After that, I'm not taking any calls anymore. Unfortunately, or rather, I apologize for that. Only 4 I did take. First 4. After that, I'm not to take another one again. Mr. Tony, please talk to us. Good evening to you.
Good evening, sir.
Thank you, sir. Talk to us.
So I was just trying to use that call to stop you from being so sad. That's why I was trying to. I'm sorry for disturbing you. Trying to call you. You haven't asked her to do so because I saw the state that he was at. I think I just use to bubble you up just to cut you off. From further being sad. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you can see the way I'm speaking right now. You see that I'm not vibrating, as usual, Very sorry, it's very painful, what is happening. Me myself, I'm totally down. Yesterday, when I saw this, I was at the WhatsApp group, try to also, participate there. It's just too painful that, you said that you did mention earlier on that it was forever. This is not recoverable. It's gone. And Benin City is gone. You know what I'm saying? It's gone. Because in Germany, anywhere you go to, you say Benin. They will say, Benin, Benin. They love the history of Benin. Go to Portugal. Everybody, everywhere. And now this will just come and just take that thing off. It's just off. And then 13th December is approaching. You see that our people, they are not, I don't know what is happening with our people. It's just like I said, they cause our place. Because 13th December is coming. Last year, according to the statistics, after Lagos State, Ogun and Odo, they didn't even get anything. But Benin City got a lot of millions of dollars for the tourists that came into Lagos and they went to Benin further. Because they heard about Benin. But now, Benin is now in the it's worse than Afghanistan right now. It's worse than Afghanistan.
Okay, round up, sir.
There was yesterday, sorry, sir. There was yesterday that the warning, warning signal they give to the United States. They didn't even include it. They included data, Bayelsa, Anambra, all those places. But they said that Edo State was safe. And then the same day, these people can just commit this, heinous crime.
All right.
No matter who is wrong, it's very bad to.
Okay, sir. We need to go now. Round up. We need to go. 10 seconds.
Yeah. No, it's just like Amazonas forest. It's just barbaric. It was barbaric. That act was barbaric. No matter who is right or who is wrong, they would have, approached them differently by saying, we are sorry. Okay, how many hours do you guys need?
Okay.
Because on the 11th was the opening ceremony on the 11th. So yesterday was just like a special.
Okay, Mr. Tony, can you round up, please?
Okay. You don't give everybody 10 minutes. Okay, sorry, sir. Thank you, sir.
Who did I give 10 minutes? Are you not the first caller? Please don't step on my distance. I cut you off, please. Thank you very much for calling in, Mr. Simon. You have only 2 minutes. Talk to us. Yeah, good evening to you, sir. Go ahead. 2 minutes.
They talk about development. People say we don't need development for Edo State or for Nigeria. But last, they go see borrow money, person don't understand. They go say that the people development they come, say I want to put that, say that they tax all those things. The money, and then they say they use the money they do. Who has the money with the OBASEKI? The Edo State tip of Edo State for them. Is she for all those business? Where the one carry those money go? I don't know they hold they go. Well, where they want this money we do now? We got they go draw it do for balance for that. So see about we didn't want to talk like this before. So let the bomb it. Now OBASEKI there. Now this is the one we have for those things. OBASEKI. That man to do. Even if first 2 go school and a 419 it go become for the. But now wow, OBASEKI to do it to do. Now not talking like that was.
Thank you, sir.
Now the go. Me no make no for affect you for Europe. I'm be up a make no affect us for it. But no good. They don't so no too good like that.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right. Thank you. You that were calling in. This is the best time to call in. I'm not going to call anybody back today at all. If you are calling back again at 10 seconds, I'm moving to my panelists. I might not have opportunity to come back to the phone anymore. So before a call will come in, I'd like to address this person here. You are giving me point of correction. OBASEKI did not produce OKPEBHOLO. The satanic, what do they call him? The one we produce, we come here. What is the name again? Why I forget the name now? What do they call the person OBASEKI bring now? Anybody on the panel?
Aswa Ighodalo.
Okay, thank you. The satanic Aswa Ighodalo what OBASEKI bring. Yes, I don't talk about everything where they affect Edolites now. Have you ever seen Aswa Ighodalo as an opposition since that time? Is that not enough for you to know that these people are all satanic? So tell me, how is Aswa Ighodalo that be better than OKPEBHOLO? Tell me. You are saying they not present OKPEBHOLO. OBASEKI brought Aswa Ighodalo so that he will use it to cover all his satanic dealings, and God punish them in all his hand. They tell me, say, you not don't hear say Aswa Ighodalo don't talk or wait till they affect us today. Mona go tell us, that's why I talk. Both of you will go tell him or both him or God punish all of you now. Mr. Shimizi, talk to us, sir. 2 minutes. Good evening to you, sir. Go ahead, sir. Thank you, sir. 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
It's really low, please, my brother. Who make this into you? Please, calm down. Well, I didn't watch all of everything. I see your monologue and the last video I saw, the guy was talking about, so, and I see some things that saying, see, if the OBASEKI did all of this, I don't know, but politics and all those things, sometimes I don't like to put mouth on some certain things. But as we Nigerians, it's good, but it's good to put mouth anywhere. So what I see there, what they did is by driving those people that way, it's not only in Edo that thing will affect. You affect all Nigerians. You affect Nigeria. This thing will affect Nigeria because the way they drove those people away, it will, the whole world will see that. And you know how white people behave. You don't do them that way.
Very wrong. Very, very wrong.
It's not only white. It's not good. It's not good for the country, for the Nigeria as a whole. It's not good for the state.
Touts.
I don't know why. You see,
smelly things.
Even if you angry, that anger issue that you have for that former governor, calm down. That's the problem. That's politics Nigeria is playing, or whoever is playing that politics. It's not good. It's never the way you're damaging your reputation, when you're damaging a whole country, when you're damaging a whole state. You just want to do it because that thing, what they did to you or what they did to you past, you want to do it back so that you will. No, it's not that way. Please.
All right, thank you.
Don't do that.
Thank you, Ogashimizi. Now 2 minutes I'll give you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. I want everybody to understand. Sometimes when I give you 2 minutes, just walk with your 2 minutes. I'll be looking at your time. Some people, we all are used to this thing, especially some people on the panel. You give them 8 minutes. When you don't reach 8 minutes, they'll not be asking, oh, my time don't reach. You don't get wash for your hand. Your phone not there with you there. Even the way they talk for, you know they count. Yeah. Thank you very much, everyone. I appreciate you all. I'd like us to hear from people on the panel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all. For those of you that is upset over my submission today, I don't care. I don't owe you any apology. Because those of you that is worshiping these people, you are worshiping them for your selfish interest, nothing else. You are expecting something from them. Not everybody, they expect something from these politicians. Thank you very much, Sir Louis, for joining us. Good evening to you, sir. Talk to us.
Good evening, Mr. Elvis. Good evening, everybody. And I so much appreciate your commitment and your passion for nation building. And I believe that is that is what we should all embrace, rather than blind loyalty to a particular politician. Let the state confess to us. Let our institution confess to us, which is also, part of the state, not a particular individual. Before we go on, let me start from this point, because I think many people are not educated about this whole struggle to where we currently are today. Many years ago, this current Oba of Benin, the grandfather of the current Oba of Benin, Oba Kenzwa, started the struggle for the return of our looted relics that are all over the different museums. Oba Akenswa started this whole negotiation by talking with different people, government officials. That was all before the Nigerian independence. Now, that some relics were returned. When Oba Adedewa became the Oba, this discussion continued. The negotiation continues. Several diplomats went to the palace. The Oba of Benin sent message to them. Several letters were sent abroad, and there have been several discussions. When OBASEKI became the governor, before OBASEKI became the governor, this discussion was ongoing. There were several talks and all that. If someone else was the governor of Edo State, trust me, the funds would have still been returned with the artifacts. So nobody should come and say OBASEKI played it was OBASEKI's effort. No. It was ongoing already. If someone else had become the governor, not OBASEKI, the funds would have still been returned with the artifacts. So OBASEKI did not. The palace did 90% of the struggle and 90% of the negotiations. So in every country where you have a monarch, a government work with the monarch. But there'll be some government officials in Nigeria who just want to do their own thing. Lucky Bindo did the same thing. When Lucky Bindo was a governor, he did not actually work fully with the palace with regards to development of the land, because when he became the governor, I was there when Oba Benin was saying, though I watched it on television, when we were telling the governor that the people need development in the land. So people who are saying the Benin people don't want development or the palace is fighting development, people should be truthful and honest. I hate when people allow, people just look at today and they don't want to verify what they are saying. They start spreading rubbish. The palace has always pushed the government to develop the state, develop the people, and empower the people. That has always been a discussion from the palace to the state government. Don't also forget that Lucky Benin did not also have a good time with a good relationship with the palace, because there were several things that Oba Adedewa heard him for with regards to development. When Shomole became the governor, Shomole promised the Oba when he went to the palace that he would develop the state, he would develop the road, if we actually want to be honest with that. And Shomole took it on board, started doing some certain development with roads and all that. So OBASEKI came to the same thing. So this Oba Benin presented to him the ongoing negotiation and the progress they've made. OBASEKI promised him that as a governor, he was going to work with the palace, and this current Oba presented the Royal Benin Museum. Don't forget that during OBASEKI's inauguration, before OBASEKI's inauguration, that was the coronation of this Oba of Benin. He just became the Oba. And one thing the Oba of Benin fought was CDA, where there were lots of touts in Benin. If you remember that there were a lot of touts in Benin, selling people's land and everything. This Oba of Benin fought it. And he also told the government to also join the palace in fighting insecurity in the state, fighting courtism in the state and everything. So the palace has always been very much involved in development matters in the state. So people should not come out, because people who are enemies of Benin and enemies of our institution, some non-Edos, they see this as an avenue to start saying rubbish. People, please be honest with your submissions. I will not take that from anybody to insult my people. You can disagree with the government. I have no business with OKPEBHOLO or whatever, but do not insult the institutions. Now, OBASEKI made all the negotiations with the palace. And when it got to the point where the disagreement started, OBASEKI was far more loyal to people that were not of Benin interest, people living outside the state. On many occasions, I've met several people that served in OBASEKI's government. And what they've said was, people who benefited more from OBASEKI's government, majority of them were not Edo people. They were people, OBASEKI's friends living in Lagos. Most of the staffs in OBASEKI's government, they were not Edo people. Every Friday, then, Mr. Elvis, Benin Airport will be filled up. People returning back to Lagos. Then every Monday, Benin Airport will be filled up with them returning back to Benin to work. So that was OBASEKI's government. So OBASEKI actually spent billions of Edo state funds in empowering his Lagos friends. Now, you had an agreement for the Benin Royal Museum. You now got to the peak of after everything has been finalized, you now changed it to Mowaa. What is Mowaa? Now, the simple question we've asked them over for some days now, that all OBASEKI supporters, they've not answered this. Who is the owner of Mowaa? How can you build an institution like that, a monument like that, on a land worth 11 billion naira, 11.something billion naira? You also spent 3.something billion of the state fund. And now, you now come out to say the state government has no stake in it. It's for some private NGO. Who does that? If that happened in the developed country, for those of you who live abroad, supporting OBASEKI and coming to say nonsense, shame on you. If the country you live in was run the same way OBASEKI ran Edo State, will you be living in that country? So those of you living in the UK, supporting OBASEKI coming out to do videos, insulting, saying all sorts of nonsense, shame on you. If UK was run the way OBASEKI ran Edo State, will you be living in the UK? I hate when I see Nigerians, you live abroad, you enjoy the good institution and good governance abroad, you still support impunity back home. Shame on you. How can you spend such amount to build an institution like that, and then you said it's owned by a private NGO? If that was in the US or UK, OBASEKI would be in prison right now. There was an agreement between the Dutch and some other European countries to return these artifacts to Benin with funds. 50-something million euros that was sent, that was given to OBASEKI. What did they do with the money? 90 million euros that was also returned. What did they do with the money? Now, who is the owner of this current Mowaa that is now currently in Benin? Who owns it? Now, I don't like the way OKPEBHOLO boys went over this whole thing. When they went to tell those guys to leave that place, the police, they could have allowed the police do their job. That is the duty of the police, to go there, address this. These are foreign diplomats. Go to them respectfully, address them, speak to them with civility, like, okay, please, the state government there's an investigation going on right now. Please, we cannot allow this event to continue, and allow them do what they want to do in just a few minutes, and let them respectfully leave. Escort them back to Proti Hotel that they all lodged. But for you to send a Boston, that is what I said when this man became a governor. I said, OBASEKI surrounded himself with smooth criminals, but OKPEBHOLO is making a mistake by surrounding himself with Agberus. That is the difference between OKPEBHOLO and OBASEKI. And I don't see what talk should be taking the front role in matters like this. But please, Edo people and those who are non-Edos, you have to learn to look for the truth of what is happening. Do not allow your emotions becloud your judgment and start supporting nonsense or rubbish. You don't come out you don't spend such an amount of money in an institution like this, and then you then secretly sell it over to a private NGO at the expense of the state. Come on, that's an insult on all Edo people. I don't have much time. I would have gone further, but maybe when I come back again, I will then say more things on what I want to say, because my time is over. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. I'll come back again.
All right. Thank you very much, Sir Lois, for that wonderful submission. Thanks for saying it how it is, regardless of whoever that will pick offense from it. You don't care. I appreciate you all right there. Thank you very much, my people. I would like us to hear from Dream Nation. Then I come to Mr. Jonathan, Midwest people, before Mr. Odoa. Dream Nation, is good to have you on the show, my brother. Mr. Alabo, please talk to us.
My brother. In the para today, good evening, sir. It's good sometime to pour it out. Good evening, sir, for what you do. However, I don't know if those people, the way you are crying out and expressing yourself because you want your state to be a better place, you want the leaders to do things right. But many are out there. They will be seeing you. They will say, waiting this one, they talk. Now you go come change our culture. For Nigeria, corruption is a way of life. Good evening, everyone on the panelists. Good evening, Nigerians of the comment section. Let's continue to like and share. Thank you, Amomi Daspara. Thank you, Mr. Elvis, for what you do. God bless you, sir. However, Mr. Elvis, the mistake has been made. This shouting you are doing today, are you ready to go dirty? Because we will say that Edo State is over 70% of people in Edo State can read and write. Over 70% can read and write. It's not a place that you will say majority are illiterate. No, that is not Edo State for you. You have great minds. But are these minds and the intellectuals, are they ready to go dirty? Like the Agboros, who have taken over the space of governance. That is the problem we have in Nigeria. Tinubu built himself with Agboros and few intellectuals. He used the Agboro on the street to carry out his activity he wants to do. And today he's the president. So every one of them is taking steps from that way. The intellectuals, are they ready to go dirty like them? Because for us to take back Nigeria, everybody has to go mad. We have to rub ourselves in the mud the same way with them. The people have taken over the space. Are there anybody, the intellectuals want to call? The Agboros make them win the election. They were at the feed. The intellectual that support Asu Igodalo. Okay, you people hate Obaseki. Idano Olumide will have somebody, one brilliant guy that even came to your channel to speak, who wants to be the governor. You have a lady who traveled from Canada, who wants to be governor. Are these people not much better than Okpebholo? But the intellectuals turned their eyes. Nobody wants to go dirty. The Agboro were on the road. They went dirty. They paid them for the work and they had an agreement. If we make you win, this is where we want to position ourselves. Today we are crying. So it's a wake-up call for every Nigerians that for us to take our country back, we must all wear this cap of Agboro face to face each other. That is the only way. You not go carry things, give a madman knife, give madman, and expect you get that knife from the knife madman with play buying bread or giving the madman money. He need to work like that or preaching, telling the madman this is how to do things. It doesn't work. Nigeria politics, they believe this is the way forward. That is why you have these characters now. They have occupied the space of leadership. You have this character. We made this mistake in River State. I will keep saying it. I will keep saying it. Because Amieshi betrayed Goodluck Jonathan. Everybody do not mind the character of Enyesu Wike. Everybody turned their back on Dakuku Peter side. These were the two people running. The frontline candidate we know. Enyesu Wike put them together. There is no way you will say, it's better than Dakuku. We know that the one will be lesser a Satan. But however, there is no way you will put Asu Igodalo in every area or put Olumide. Let's Asu Igodalo is the same color with OBASEKI. It's coming to do the template of OBASEKI. What of Olumide Akpatia? If you I pronounce the name wrongly, Mokona correct me. If you saw Olumide na agent of OBASEKI, the OBASEKI send them. What about other people? I know some of the candidates, which do people know, these people are very much better. Do they not see it? But they ignore because of what? Hey, OBASEKI did, OBASEKI did. Are you not seeing other people? You are allowed the least among you people. These people were there following Okpebholo. You people did not see that it was Agboro then. They follow Okpebholo from places to places. They fought and make him carry the ballot, intimidate people. Even after the election, they still went to court, beating people, doing all the dirty work. They declare him through the court. Today, how you want to pursue them? They have an agreement. That is why you will have the list in a diplomatic place where you will see people, people, even the way you talk as a diplomat. There are things you don't mention. There is a way you don't talk. You put in Agboro speaking on behalf of the Edo government. You people will talk. Your governor, who is your governor? Is it not the same line with them? That is the thing. So this mistake has been made. You are going to live with it for 4 good years, if not for 8 years, except all of you go dirty like the Agboros and take over Edo state. So no matter your paper, your certificate, doctorate degree, everything you have, if you love your state, this is the time everyone should wake up in Nigeria and begin to think of how you can collect this power you gave to my people. It's not business as usual. If not, every day we will continue coming here, crying, talking, crying, talking. They will stay in their beer parlor, like you mentioned, Mr. Evie said, and they go drink. They will continue, as I'm talking to you now, the day for one at shower water with some people, they do blum blum. They are enjoying drinking beer. We are here shouting. You go, will continue to shout from now till tomorrow. They still hold the knife and yam. with the goat where they go take do pepper soup, which we the citizen, now we they take do the pepper soup. They are eating the resources. Those people are criminal. Whatever thing is OKPEBHOLO doing today, whatever thing is happening, before OKPEBHOLO will leave Edo State, he will put his own company. He's already doing. Is the coach. They see it as a way of life. They don't see corruption as a sin, as something that is bad. They see it's an normal thing now. If you finish office, we'll go build one house for Abuja for you. Is it a normal thing to do? Who they build a house for people in abroad where you are? Say this person serve as a MP or serve as a governor of where people where the US. Somebody serve as a governor of Texas, and that same person finish office. They say they will go for Washington, go buy one mansion, give back. So things that are not normal are things the practice will do. That is why they will finish. OBASEKI build house for Adam Soshomole. Because it's a culture of way of doing things. With the resources of people, the same man, they are still paying them gratuity. They are still paying them pension while they are sitting as a senator. So it's a culture. They see it as a way of life. They will continue until we, the Nigeria people, will rise and decide to take the step of President Tinubu, grab it. It's not serve a la carte. You have to grab it. You have to run away with it. Every Nigerian must wake up and know that power is not serve a la carte. Whether you are a doctor, you are an engineer, whatever thing you have, professor, you must dress in an agro way and come out to take back your country. If not, there is no way. These people will continue to run with this power, and they are running with it. They don't know what to do with it. Because they didn't prepare for it. They just come to loot. They just come to take. They just come to share. That is why they are there. They have no plan of making anything better in Nigeria. I'm not just talking about Edo State. Nigeria at large. We are in big mess. Our country is bleeding today. As I'm talking to you, see, I pity people who are there because you are benefiting, taking some money. The media are pushing the false narrative to Nigerians. Go and live in the north, then you will know what people are going through in Bauchi State. You will know what somebody who is living in Katsina is going through. Ask Igbo man who is doing business in Katsina, he will tell you his experience. Ask an Igbo man who is doing business in Sokoto, he will tell you his experience as a Christian. A lot is going on. We cannot exist in a place where different constitution is operating, and one that seems to be a lesser one that was smuggled into our constitution is bigger than the whole constitution of Nigeria. We must unite as a people and come together to take back our country. Our country is bleeding. It needs you, the professor. Professor, you are not there to rig election. You are there to help to build your nation. Professors in other places, they are known for good character. It's not just about reading or writing books. But today, professors in Nigeria are known for professors of rigging of election. Even those that claim that they are intellectuals, they are technocrats. Look at the character of Soludo today. He was a central bank governor. Look at Soludo today. The same Soludo, look at what he's doing in Anambra State. Look at the kind of election. You call them Democrat. It's the same way people push OBASEKI. Democrat, you call them name. Set of wrong people coming in. Mr. Elvis, thank you. A new Nigeria is coming, and it is possible, but we must rise to take it.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, Mr. Alabo. God bless you, sir. I really appreciate you. Thank you. 3 more to go. Mr. Jonathan, please talk to us. Thanks for your long wait. Please talk to us. I go over to you.
Hello, Mr. Elvis. I greet you.
Yes, sir.
God bless you greatly. I greet my fellow panelists as well. You are welcome. God bless you all. Let me diaspora. You're welcome. God bless you abundantly. And my fellow commenters and callers. I greet everyone. You are welcome. God bless you greatly. You see, this is indicative of how Nigeria is run. That is the case of Edo State. is indicative of how Nigeria is run. It's not just peculiar to Edo State. It is just that is Nigeria for all of us. So we shouldn't be surprised. It's just the fact that the people of Edo State, they are more vibrant, and they are, especially when it comes to their own, they speak, they are more aware. An average Edo man knows much more about what is happening in his own state than what is happening in Nigeria as a whole. They don't care what is happening in Abuja pretty much. They don't care what is happening across the length and breadth of Nigeria, apart from what is happening in Edo State. So you can say, to some extent, that is okay. So if everybody is aware of what is going on in their own surroundings, then at least it's better than more than 95% of Nigerians that does not even know what is happening in their own local government or state, talk less of what is happening, across the length and breadth of Nigeria. They don't know what is happening. They don't know. If you think that they do, then you still have a lot of reading and still have a lot of knowledge to acquire. They don't know. So it's good. It's again, as I said, is an indicative. This is more indicative of what Nigeria is today. Just this past summer, I believe in May/early June, I was in the UK. I was in Birmingham, to be precise, and I visited the museum there. I was just walking by and I said, okay, let me just spend, my day, here, at the museum today in Birmingham. And when you enter that museum, the moment you enter that Birmingham museum, but even before I say that, inside that museum, I have pictures. There are still Edo artifacts inside there. I took pictures from the one that they took. They still have it there till today as we speak. Maybe at least, let me say, maybe they have taken it off in July, August, September, October. But as of June, when I was in that museum, there are still Edo Benin artifacts inside that museum. So if they are listening now, they should know that even there are still so many artifacts outside. But what am I saying is that when you enter that museum, you will see the board of trustee. The people that you will see there, they have like their name. So when you so in Nigeria, we are not used to order. We are not used to standard. Nigeria is only used to corruption and mediocrity, doing things halfway, doing things with no standard. They just want to do things without responsibility and accountability so that it belongs to them. They will be in charge. Go to museums. This was in 2025. In 2024, I was at the Berlin Museum. Same thing. At the Art of Berlin there, at the Gothenburg, that wall, the West and East Berlin. I was inside that museum. It is the same thing. You will see the people that control, like the administrators. They just will not, that is their names. They just will not do things right in Nigeria. And they know, what is it? Is it rocket science? Museum. Is it not just to have administrators? And these administrators, like in Birmingham, they are locals. They are locals. They are not going to go and import somebody from, not even in UK there, they won't go and import somebody from Manchester or from Liverpool. Locals there, they are the ones like the board of trust, and they are there for a term of 2 years. It is not in perpetuity. The Oba may have, the permanent seat in that council of museum, the permanent seat as the Oba of Benin. And then they will now choose, indigenes, sons and daughters, respectable sons and daughters that will be the administrator on a 2-year term, even on a 1-year term, as administrators of the museum. what is the problem here? Is it simply because politicians just want something that they will eat in perpetuity, something that they will steal in perpetuity, something that they will have control of in perpetuity for themselves? If not, what is the problem of OBASEKI? What you were once the governor of the state, you had your 8 years, period. Get a damn off the space. You have anything, nothing. But they still want to have their hands here and there, bits and pieces all over the space. They still want to. What is wrong with our people? I've been to museums all over Europe. You will see it is the museum of so museum of this. Which one is? I've not been to, like, you are in Berlin, and then they say the Museum of Europe. How? It is Benin. It is Benin. That is even senseless. This name thing is as simple, it's straightforward. It is the Benin Royal Museum, period. Which one is East Africa, whatever again? If not criminality, if not fraud that has eaten into the fibers of every Nigerian public officials. In fact, if you have Benin Royal Museum, that is the legacy. It will be there, historical, forever. Just to distort history, that is in itself is fraudulent. That in itself is fraud. The people that agrees to that even perpetrated that for this long, they are criminals. It's as simple as that. You are not from that. You are from that state. You are a Benin man. Shouldn't you be proud that this place should be called Benin Royal Museum? Which one is West Africa, just to attach it to themselves? It's so sickening. Very simple thing. They still can't do it. It's indicative of our problems all over Nigeria. The lies, as I always say, Nigeria is a country of lies. They swim, they eat, they sleep, they wake up in lies. And as I've said, the day the country called Nigeria wakes up to truth, that is the day the country will begin to rise. Until that day, they have no capacity to say the truth. They are embellished inside lies. They live inside lies. That's what they say every day. I was saying the other day, why should I believe the Nigerian government, for crying out loud? Why? On what basis? Everything they say is lie. Look at statistics all over the space. They are throwing statistics out now. Muslim, Christian pie, Muslim pie. What rubbish? What garbage? What for crying out loud? People are dying. People are buying. That should be the focus. And now you say, okay, who are those killing those? The Muslims that are being pied? Who are those killing them? Is it Christian? Or are Christians are the ones that are buying them? Because of lies, they cannot just say the truth. They are wasting their time now, wasting resources now on lies and propaganda. They just edify lies, glorify lies. Every day there's no limit to, okay, government is playing propaganda, fine. There's no limit for them. And before you say jack, they will be talking about sovereignty. They will be talking about your loyalty to your nation. Who is more deceptive? Who is more detrimental? Is it not the people that are lying all over the space, that are killing the country? Everything is about lies. And let me say this. as far as this US stuff is concerned, it's going to happen. You can mark it. It's going to happen. The earlier the Nigerian state begins to say the truth, the better. Because as they are wasting time, right now it is only the Americans. As we speak, it's only the Americans. The more time they waste, they will begin to form coalition of the Western world, and they will form that coalition all against Nigeria. So it is better for them. I just hope someone is listening, for crying out loud. I just hope somebody, to the extent that these people are not listening. You heard one of the pastors speaking over the weekend. One of the pastors in Nigeria, one of the top one, Adeboye, is speaking. At least it was late, but it is better to be late than be the late. It shows that the man, they are not even listening to him anymore. He was kind of begging. If you are here, you have power or you have access, please go and say this to them. Why should he come out and say that? If not for the fact, I believe that he doesn't have their listening ear anymore. For whatever reason. Because they can't accept truth. They cannot accept truth. They can't take truth. They can't swallow it. They can't absorb it. You have to lie to them to get their listening ear. Go there with a bunch of lies, they will give you access. This one, there is no way they can get out of it. There is no way. They are even complicating matters. What are we talking about? Just this past weekend, the United States they have tabled it. They have tabled it in the Congress. And all you need to do, all the lies they are running all over Nigeria, it's not going to cut it. If you read the document, you know that they know everything what is happening in Nigeria. They mention everybody's name, including Tinubu himself. Inside that resolution, they mention everybody's name. So don't let anything you hear in the Nigerian media, it does not matter. Everybody's name was mentioned there. They mentioned that the Nigerians still have the guts and the audacity. After the statement by Trump, people were still crying. They put it there in that resolution. So I want to know the exit now, the way out. They are insisting now that Sharia must go. It's inside that resolution. Sharia has to go. All the blaspheming law must go in Nigeria. It's the only thing that because just don't read. The country of lies all over the place, edification of lies, glorification of lies all over the space. They cannot say the truth, no capacity to say the truth, for crying out loud, for the love of the country. And don't come and tell us about patriotism and sovereignty. If you continue in your lies, be responsible enough so that Nigeria can begin to walk. Let the nation begin to walk and rise up. Thank you, Mr. Elvis. I'll leave you there. I appreciate it.
All right, Mr. Jonathan, thank you, sir. Thanks for that submission. God bless you. Let's hear from Midwest people. It's good to have you on the show, sir. Good evening to you. Talk to us. Midwest people, you are not there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good evening. Yeah. Good evening. I greet everybody. I was trying to unmute my speaker. I greet you, my brother, for the time and for this wonderful topic. You see, the thing is this. My greatest concern of all these things is disinformation and a kind of propaganda that is, going on in Nigeria. Sometimes I just pity the youth that are growing up, or whether their capacity to understand certain things is really what is disturbing them, or maybe they just don't want to learn. Now, my concern or my question is, just imagine a country or a state governed by people who have accounting background, economics background, And we have all various institutions in that state. An NGO has been registered, yet the current governor cannot even find out the owners of those NGO. And those NGO as well, foreign donors were even pouring money to it. That one has been confirmed. The account at which they put those money, the state government and the current governor don't even have access to it. And here they are deceiving our people that they want to develop them, they want to do things differently. And people are used to hold way that never actually bring developments to them. My voice tonight to my people is this. The greatest obstacle to development is the structure of the government that they designed for us. It lack transparency, it lack accountability. And sometimes, some years ago, I keep on saying, I said, we don't have government, we just have governor. So you just come in, you do whatever you like with immunity, and you pack your load. Sometimes they don't want to even go, as this our last speaker just said. They still want to come back through back down channel to see whatever they can control, just for their own selfish interest. It is very sad in all of these things. My pain is, how do we register business in our places? And yet people are telling you they want investors. Investors are people that will come to your place with their money, their idea, and they don't stay there. No investor will leave America and come and stay with us, but they can do business with us. Now imagine registering those business. You can't even trace anything about it. The country is not safe. People bring in money. There's no way to even account for it. It speaks volume, my brother. For me, it speaks a lot of volume. Because if we set up an institutions and you set up a kind of, how will I say, a project, foreign donors are involved. We don't know the owners. We don't know the names. The state government cannot even access, except they have to set up a panel to investigate. Maybe going to federal level, trying to know the account where they were putting those money before they will not be submitting. It speaks a lot of volume about the man in OBASEKI. I pray that OKPEBHOLO should do everything possible to get a neutral body, neutral accounting firm to really look into the past administration financial dealings. They were very crude. Some of them were very, so most of them, they are very bad against the future of that land. Everything our people is suffering today just because of that guy. This shame, everything that happened yesterday, that they brought upon the state, the narration and everything, OBASEKI is responsible for all. But I thank God today, I saw some decent diplomats, they were in Edo State. Today, Monday, they went to the governor's office, they discussed. From there, they went to the palace, they discussed. And I think those people, most of the countries that put their money there, like Germany, Belgium, France, and whatever, I don't know whether France is involved anyway, but I'm sure Belgium, Netherlands, those three countries, I think they're going to dig into it to really know exactly how their money was spent. They believe the king is with them and Edo people is with them. And the deception that we are doing in fighting everybody because we want Edo people to benefit. Now, to even know the names of the owners. And again, my question is, we have museums that are returning, that want to return this Benin artifact to Benin. Among all these Benin, among all these museums, is there anyone that are registered overseas as NGO? NGOs don't go there. As the last speaker said, you see them naming museum carried history. So they must name it, you know, they must name it about a particular place or giving it a name that reflects something. That's how they do it. And government are the one that controls all of them because it doesn't create much employment. If you go there, many people are there.
We lost you there. We can't hear you anymore. All right. We need to move on. Midwest people, I don't know what happened to you, but we need to move on. I'll come back to you again. Mr. Oduwa, please talk to us. It's good to have you in the show. Good evening to you. Mr. Oduwa is not there. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear. I can hear you.
Okay, I'll guys see him. Please talk to us, sir. Good evening to you.
Okay, thank you very much, Niger Watch. Good evening, fellow panelists. those listening wherever they may be, and those contributing through the chat column. Greetings, all protocols duly observed. I'm particular about this museum because let us cast our mind back last year, specifically on 20th of May 2024, when it was first mooted here where we discussed it. Then we used to have, I think, my friend Chris and the Black Panther, they were here. I said, you people should take note. Let it be, Nami suggests the name of the museum. I wrote it down, and I'm looking at it now. It said the Benin Kingdom Museum of Ancient History and Civilization. That is the title. So why I'm saying this is that, let me reiterate, because I'm talking holistically now. Of course, let me say by first of all, I condemn the show of shame, the tawdry, or not those agberoic way of doing things. No, it's not done. It's below civilization. It shouldn't have been done. Somebody sent me a video clip of the ambassador, EU and ECOWAS ambassador to that museum. You know the meaning. EU ambassador coming to the museum because he had a feedback to send. That is how good, that is how important that museum is. So back to what I'm saying, or let me also add this. I've done a little bit of background this evening on that museum. It was designed by a Ghanaian architect, one of the best, and they have designed so many buildings. The name is David Ajay. From what I read, the museum is on number 1 Benin Sapele Road, Benin City. Even the telephone number is there for contact. So because of the architect, because sometimes people might not know what draws people to important public building. When they hear that the architect who designed this building, they will like to go and see it because they know the way his works are. So I've been looking at it from outside. I've not get into it. I just looked at the picture on the internet. It's what it looks like, because you see, you know, the building, the ambience is like maybe Guggenheim Museum in New York, and the way it is. Museums are not supposed to be glass house or all these things. No, you may look at it as a mud house, but when you architecturally you see that it's telling you, because it has to radiate the past. You know, it shows you. You think of the imagination, and the way it was carved is like they're writing M and W. There's a way the curve is. So it's something to study. Now, why I'm saying this, why I'm particular about this is this. You know, people might not know that the whole world visit Egypt for one thing, and one thing alone: pyramid. If you go to any Egyptian embassy anywhere in the world, at the moment they are giving you visa, they are giving you a leaflet. Oh, try and visit our pyramid. It's not easy. You have to go and pay some pound or dollar to just get in, and somebody will walk you around it. That's all. That's why the world go to Egypt. It's not because of the hotel in the beach. There are beaches all over Spain, all over Florida, in parts of California, everywhere now, in Brazil, anywhere. But that Egypt, because of museum, because of the pyramid, something that is ancient, maybe telling you about 1,000 years history. Now, I envisage this museum to be something in that capacity, because I said it. I remember what was my contribution. I said this should be something like, if you want to say, if you come into Nigeria, they say, there's a museum, very important museum. People can even come without going anywhere. Now, having said all this, you can now sort of contextualize what happened recently. So I don't really, it's a show of shame. Institutions like this should be above politics. Please, it should be above anything. It's a life of its own. It's a museum. You go there to see the ancient civilization. Oh, look at the way, the type of cooking spoon these people used to eat in those days, 1,000. This is what people want to see. And then they, what is it? Archaeologists will now start to sort of carbon date it, and start to, there are a lot to go into this. So there are a lot to go into it. Having said that, and then there's something like a board that will oversee it. It must not necessarily, it cannot just be any Dick and Harry. Yes, the day-to-day running can be any, like Jonathan was saying, yes, the day-to-day running, you come there, maybe somebody that with the tour guide who will take you and they explain this, if anything, explaining. There, those ones can be local people. But the people that will determine is economic value and importance and regeneration and how to keep it sacrosanct, take it out of politics, out of anything. It can involve some world figures. Yes, he's a member of the board. I remember Shoyinka, not because he's Professor Wole Shoyinka, not because he's having this issue with America now. Shoyinka used to be something like in different board all over the world, but he's not from there. They call them Party Otomi Okonjo Iweala. You see, them Okonjo was in what is it called, vaccine something or those things. But it's not only just be there. So I'm expecting this type of thing because of what it portends. It's not something that should be made in a normal party, this party that is a shame. Okay, now the ambassador, according to the film, the clip they sent to me from being interviewed in ITV Benin, he's expressing he's not happy that talks drove them away. Even the BBC News now, if you Google and say BBC, say what happened, the talks. No. So this, you see, what I'm trying to say is that people should live up and understand the gold they have. This is treasure. This is civilization. It's not something, it's not like somebody built an industry to they yield money, or maybe you open one type of a supermarket or bus stop, or even if you build a state university. So this type of thing, please, people, they have to come back together and then see what, this is rubbish. This is really denting the image of the thing. When I read that, I said most people do not even understand what this museum should symbolize. Let me hold on here for now. Thank you, Niger Watch.
All right, thank you, Augustine. Thank you, sir. Mr. Odua, are you ready now?
Okay.
Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Najawash. Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone in the panel. Thank you for your view, your concern, and your. Good evening, Mommy Diaspora. Koye Kadao. Urwesi, Sinu Yeveni, Umayo Yesegewa, Urwesi Kakabo. Good evening, commenters, listeners, and viewers, and the passerby. Where the concept of museum, the shape, and the beauty, whatever. And those OBASEKI supporters, not OBASEKI supporters, thank you all. Where at times event happens so that history will be made. What I will have to say in this museum discussions or the strategy or whatever, it is that OBASEKI came to Edo because he want to grow up himself in business. And that is why he was MOU governor, because experience is really what defines human capacity. I will say that OBASEKI was just looking for everywhere to make money, by all means, by fire, by force. So when people say that this museum was conveyed by private or whatever, first when we were hearing, I thought it was Mowaa or Mowaa. So because there is a name which we used to sing in our land, that Mowaa Goku, Mowaa Govia, as an Ogbamu Waredo. So it was a great person as of his job. So I did not even know that it was called Mowaa. It was E. I thought it was A that time. But suddenly I'm not hearing that E or A that was added to it is no longer there. It's now a West Africa artifact or whatever museum
So, and it become private. You see people are saying, they want to create job. Hey, two people doesn't like this. And please, when you people are talking, sit down and reason. Don't just talk because you have math. No. I know it was disgrace, but OBASEKI is the greatest disgrace that come to that land. Because his father or his great grandfather, whatever father he has to, because that bear that OBASEKI, was the first person that starts this evil attitude. And that was why even Pedro don't even want this Nogemase to become a governor. A Pedro that is still bearing OBASEKI. And people were saying that this man, we should remember the root he came from. But people say, okay, maybe he will change from that his whatever grandfather or great-grandfather or great-great-grandfather attitude. But no one knows that the same barbaric art spirit of that man is still on this Nogemase. Because I used to say here that I wrote letter to OBASEKI that how can we recover, how can we revamp? At that time, I did not know that they sold Okpila's made factory. How can we revamp it so that we work for the Edo people? I'm not saying we work for me as a person or work for, want him to work for the Edo people. He said he doesn't have ministers that will supervise the job. That time I did not know that they have sold it. So the message is sent to us that he thought we wanted to come and tie road so that he will bring contractor. Then we will bring the money for him. He will bring the contractor that will tie the road. So if we are bringing money, we cannot bring contractor that will do the road. So that is to tell you, he came just to make business in Edo people's head. This museum that people are saying the Oba doesn't have stake. Those artifacts that was they taken from your grandfather's house, or was they taken from your great-great-grandfather's place that you said Oba doesn't have stake? Those artifacts started before Oba, it started during the time of Akenzua. They returned in the time of Akenzua. They returned in the time of Erediawa, and they return some now. They will still keep on returning. Now, this is why people said that they don't want to return those artifacts in a place that it will not be useful. Before they return in this OBASEKI time, that was what they said. That was what led to this museum that they are building. So we don't know how it become the West Africa's own. So if they bring the artifact, it should be kept in a museum where our president Oba said his father have already make a provisions of the place that it will be kept. That is what is called Oba Kenzua Cultural Center. So they said they will do it as the Royal Museum. Did you know that OBASEKI went and closed that place, that it no longer function? Until OBASEKI left the governor's seat, that place was closed. It do no longer function. Then because he has these emotions, okay, that was how he destroyed Specialist Hospital. The place that is being built, this museum is built now, is a place that was using as an hospital before. Specialist Hospital, you destroy it, then he started building this museum. What led to the reason he became Ogyoba was the money that come along with the museum, with this artifact. So those people who are saying Oba doesn't have stake, if they are returning that money when they thief your property, who are they going to give the money to? Is it not you when they are returning your property to you? Then what concern OBASEKI with the artifact that he was not dragging? When they say he's dragging the artifact, he's dragging the artifact, taking the money along with it. So when the money has been used to build museum and you are saying that Oba doesn't have stake, who are you? Because you don't have sense to think at all. The money that they return, the Netherlands return, and it's because it was two countries that returned with money. was used for the museum. So because OBASEKI want just to make money by fire by force. And that is why now it's a private entity. How will it be a private entity? If they are returning, if it is a private entity, why are you returning the artifact of the royal Benin history to a private entity? So we should think before we talk. First is it the Africa people who decide to say they want to come and build museum in our land where it now become the West Africa whatever? So he want to create job. He will create job. Yes, he will create. How many people will the museum employ? If really we want to create job, how many people is going to employ? And those who are saying, you as a Doma, did you not have money? Can't you think on how to create job in your land? Waiting for a white man to come and invest before you invest? Instead of you to invest, you will go and be using your money to drink beer, drink Azus, drink whatever drink. The next
All
to
right,
use
thank
a
you.
carry woman. Thank you, Mr. Najai
Thank
Wash.
you. Thank you, Mr. Adua. God bless you, sir. Thank you. Okay, guys, we're having our final submission now. Let's be strict with 2 minutes, so we'll take it from here. Sir Louis, please give us your 2 minutes final submission. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Evis. I
And
think we need
we can see.
we need to get to the bottom point of this whole discussion. OBASEKI messed up. There was so much fraud connecting to this Mowaa and now Mowaa. Okay, I don't really care about anyone's submission that is contrary to the fact on ground. This is not about emotions or whatever. Because when it comes to issues like this, it's not about looking at those who are connected to it, like the Philippe Nacho, who is working with OBASEKI, who is also in charge of OBASEKI's Afri investment business. I don't know if that's the full name of OBASEKI's business, and the same man is the same person who is in charge of this Mowaa in Benin. No, now the simple question we've asked them over for some days now is, who owns Mowaa? The funds that were sent by the European Union and by these European delegates and the European countries, how were those funds spent? These are simple questions. So OBASEKI's idiots are all over the place, sell sort of rubbish. Who owns Mowaa? How can you build such an institution with so much funds, 3.something billion naira of government fund on a land worth 11.something billion, and then tell the Edo people that it belongs to a private NGO? Are you okay? And some silly idiots from are sitting somewhere abroad saying rubbish. Please, let's get to the fact of this matter. And that's exactly what we are dealing with right now. And for those who are saying these people investment will not come, they will come because they are connected to the palace, not to the governor. The connection of these foreign European delegates are first to the palace, then to the governor. So this matter will be dealt with, and the relationship with the palace and the European delegate will still continue. And then, trust me, everything will be resolved after this whole Mowaa is taken away from them and returned to Royal Benin Museum. Thank you.
All right. Hopefully it happens that way. Thank you very much, my brother, Sir Louis. Thanks for coming in to put your voice to this. Dream Nation, please talk to us at your 2 minutes.
Thank you, sir. I will continue on where I stopped last time. That's to wake Nigerians up. I know some of you will be upset with my submission, but that is the truth. We must wear our shoe, begin to dress and act like the same way those who think they are criminals, those who think they are agros, they have taken over the space. It's just like our military today. The bandit sponsors, their children are military generals, majors. So how do you think Nigeria will be safe? So every one of us, for us to take our country back from this criminal, we must put on our thinking cap and remove those corporate wears we used to put and go on the street on the day we want to select our leaders and make sure we behave like the same way the Agboro are behaving. They will run away and leave us because you are majority. They are few people. But because we decide to sit at the fence, when they come, two people will come at the pulley unit and scatter the whole pulley, and everybody will run away and leave them because they say they are cultists, they are agbro. Today, they are the one in government house. Today, they are the one speaking for you when you say you are a professor. A professor is used by this agbro to rig election. So they make you, with your intellectual and all your certificate, make you useless. They push you away. So we must wake up to take back our country from this criminal element. Thank you, Mr. Najawash.
All right. By continually speaking truth to power, somehow, someday, fingers crossed, we might take our country back. Who knows? Let's continue to speak truth to power. Mr. Jonathan, are you there, sir? 2 minutes. Mr. Jonathan, you're not there. Mr. Odua.
Bye.
Okay,
Hello.
Mr. Jonathan, you're 2 minutes, sir.
Hello.
Thank you.
Hello. Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Ivis. Nothing much. This today, over the weekend, so much happened in Nigeria. Again, I will just say finally on this artifacts thing in Nigeria. I see them. I think the Oba said it, and having watched all the presentations and all of it, I just can't but agree more with what he said. He said this is a scheme. I'm quoting him now in that speech. He said this is a scheme to reloot the artifacts through the back door. So this is what this is all about. So that the people, they may not take the artifacts physically out of Nigeria, as in the way they took them physically, but the people that will be benefiting from it financially, it's a form of looting. See? So that is what this is all about. And I think it shouldn't be allowed to stand in any way, shape, or form. It's simple, it's direct. It is what it is. It is the Royal Museum, it's the Benin Royal Museum, period. Anybody that is against that, they are fraud. That's just what it is. I want to say about that. And then finally today. Yeah, okay. Anyway, because of time, let's leave everything there. But what is also important is that we should not just be unaware of this. Is
Okay.
not an isolation. Is the problem. Is a Nigerian problem all over. What we're seeing playing out in a state. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Jonathan. God bless you, sir. Thank you very much. Mr. Odua. Okay, Mr. Odua, are you there?
Yeah, yes, I'm here.
Okay, 2 minutes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Baba Najawa. Thank everybody. Well, for those who said I'm blabbing, the blab make me to say truth. For those who don't believe on blabbing, you can go to hell with your understanding of ignorance, because there are those that read Bible says, say the truth, and the truth will make you free. So the museum has to be, and it must be. It is the Benin Royal Museum, because it is the Benin artifact that they are bringing. It is not OBASEKI artifact or private individual artifact. So even if they add another private artifact to it, it's not bad thing. But what matter is let our legacy not go down in the name of foreign someone who need money in the name, or I was once a governor. No, our legacy, great Benin Empire. This is their artifact that was taken, and their children will dare see it that this is our history and this is our name still written on it. Thank you, Mr. Najawash. So our name will not die away. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hey, may our name not die to will. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Him, please. Final 2 minutes.
Okay. Let me use my 2 minutes. I think Madam Rita is here already. Let me use my 2 minutes to sort of correct an impression Madam Rita is making of my first submission. On 9:41 p.m., he said, maybe I kind of made submission because they mentioned that Igbo man's name. That is too belittling. I'm beyond the. Why should I even come and who is the person that I'm want to because of him? That's like I'm defending an Igbo for what? What for? Because he gave me money or what? Please. And again, Igbo is not IBO unless you just want to use it. Even if it's a mistake, next time it's IGBO. But I believe you know better. Now, why I made my first submission was I'm trying to go above to remind the people meddling with me, sort of toying with this museum, that it is equivalent to the pyramid of Egypt. That is why people visit Egypt all over the world, making money and then the name. So it should have been a case of when you say Nigeria, people will say, there's this world-class museum that is there, designed by a world-class architect. That's what I'm saying. So they will now come into being, and that's what I said before. So I'm not saying that the earlier issue of OBASEKI stole money or stole money. Maybe I've said it here when OKPEBHOLO started, that let him 4 top auditing firms in the world, just employ one of them, let him come and audit everything. When they said that's where took 22 cars, and in those days it was happening every day. So I suggested this because that way you clear you tell the people of Edo you are above criticisms. So if I probe you, it means that when I'm going now, somebody will probe me. Alex Oti in Abia State stopped the pension for former governors, which means he will not take. That's what it means. That's why I said all this. So this my museum, what I'm saying stays because I have to go and research it this evening, see the architect who designed it and why it is important. So they should not do or whatever people handling it. Let them see it as if it's a national treasure that will bring the entire world to Benin. That even if you don't want to see anything in Benin, when they mention museum, just like pyramid, you say museum in Nigeria, you say it's in Benin. It's an ancient, it's for us. Me, I will benefit. I can go there one day to go and know the history because it's something that is ancient. So that is what I'm going. I'm not talking of who thief money. Whoever thief money now should be dealt with. People have said a lot about it, but that doesn't mean that because they mention Igbo man, then that's why me. No, Madari, you should know me by now. Thank you. I stop here, Niger Watch. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Augustine. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you. Thanks for coming in. Okay. The last person on the panel is Mandarita. Let's give her opportunity to talk to us. Mandarita, both your first and your final submission. Everything is 8 minutes.
Thank you. With that, thank you so much. Good evening. My lovely mommy, I'm still your baby girl who loves you. Greetings to everybody in the panel. Dr. CM, good evening. Mr. Lewis, 1 pot of black soup for you. You have qualified. And I greet Alabo and Mr. Jonathan. I think Mr. Oduwa there. Sorry, the text is so small. Yes, good evening. And good evening to every good Edo sons and daughters in the panel. And also our other brothers and sisters who are not even Edo people. Good evening. First of all, I'd like to respond to Dr. CM. Dr. CM, I apologize if you feel offended, but however, this issue of Edo State, it's a very, very sensitive and spiritual issue. I am emphasizing sensitivity and spirituality surrounding what is going on. And for the spelling of Igbo, I'm so sorry. Sometimes I get confused. I use the IGBO. Some Igbo people will tell me, no, I'm spelling it wrong. And then the other way around. So what comes to my fingers when I'm typing is a short one, IBO. So, but I'm sorry. And thank you very much for the correction. And anybody correct me again to switch over, I will switch over to the other spelling. But thank you very much. And Dr. CM, there's a reason why I said what I said. I wanted to delete it, but I said, you know what? I want to leave it because I know that you read the comments. The basis of your submission in the beginning, maybe you can go back. I'm on the receiving end. That's why I got to a certain point. I said, Dr. CM, I will not make assumptions. I want to really understand what you were saying. But based on what you're saying now, like, okay, you're actually talking about the importance of having a museum, and the management of it and all that. But your submission, just like so many other people, is not the main issue of what we're talking about now. However, thank you for your education about the importance of a museum. But you might not feel what I'm feeling, because I'm a proud Edo woman. I'm a proud Benin woman. And what is happening is painful, it's embarrassing, and it's annoying. And thank you, Mr. Elvis. You are a great Benin man. When you said this problem, for me, I blame Madam Soshomole. For me, when I see all this cantankerous back and forth, whether it's politics or some miscreants, some modern that is online talking crap about their own father, it's shameful. It's shameful. And all this has brought embarrassment. I'm not even talking about politics right now. Please, can you guys just be patient with me? Just listen to what I have to say. I have been pondering on everything that's going on. I have come to a conclusion that it is spiritual. What is happening now is spiritual. People tend to forget a lot of things. When Governor OBASEKI became governor, who was his deputy? It was Philip Shaibu, right? In 1897, Obavare's close chief, as Governor OBASEKI's great grandfather, whatever, I really don't care. This is for educational purposes. It was OBASEKI, right? And then we had Captain Robert Phillips in 1897 led the expedition. And at some point, he was spied to the ground, right? He did not finish his expedition. Yes, he did not finish it. He was spied because he wanted to prove that the white man knows better, or they can go against our tradition. Fast forward, 2023, Philip Shaibu, the deputy, same Philip. That's why I said it is spiritual. Same Philip did not finish his tenure, just like the way Captain Robert Phillips did not finish his expedition. Philip Shaibu was kicked out from being the deputy governor. He did not finish the tenure. Fast forward, what happened? Obavare was betrayed. He was taken to Calabar. Who was in charge? Who was the one speaking on behalf of the Benin people working with the British? OBASEKI. Fast forward today, Governor OBASEKI, after dumping Philip, continued, started liaising with foreigners, with all the shenanigans, which I'm going to talk about if I have time, that happened that kind of birthed this Mowaa thing relating to the stolen, I like to use the word stolen Benin artworks. Are you guys seeing something going on? That's why I say spiritual. Fast forward, many Benin people, as at that time, were either for working for OBASEKI because he had more power, connection to the Potoki, as they called them that time, the white people. He had money. He started building his palace almost similar to the Oba Palace that we see today, which is bigger than what you are seeing, because the palace is not just there. In case some people don't know, it was all those all those places was just palace. What we see today with where you have buildings and companies, were all part of the palace as at that time. So what happened? Confusion in the land. The land was hard, like there was some sort of unrest. And that unrest is what's happening today concerning this artifact, concerning our culture, concerning our great Oba, our legacy as Benin people. It was happening as at that time. Many people succumbed to OBASEKI, and now some ignoramus, in fact, ignoramus is a very nice word for me to use for them. I will call them fools. Because they have all the tools to realize what is happening now, but they choose not to because of one stupid reason or the other. They have the Godwin OBASEKI fever. I like to use his name, Godwin OBASEKI, in small letters. It's deliberate. I don't care what any of you think, because I know there are some other people from OBASEKI family that are not like Godwin OBASEKI. They are not like that.
Manuel.
So fast forward, What is happening then and what is happening now? Everywhere is shaking, just like everywhere was shaking as at that time. But at the end, there was victory. There was victory that led to Oba Akenzua II. So all these shenanigans happening now, misinformation, misinterpretation, perception, assumption, it is going on now. I say it is spiritual. Now, it is left for you, Edo people or non-Edo people, because it is people who are not Edo people, who are not Bini, you can't really blame them, but I'm blaming you because you are in a generation where you can grasp information. It's not just being emotional, you can grasp information and ask questions before you come out to talk. So that's why someone like me, we continue to, I'll better disrespect you because you're not an Edo person, because you refuse to understand the history, you refuse to ask questions, you just want to join the bandwagon. It is spiritual. At the end of the day, you see all this noise making everywhere? You see all this noise making everywhere? I pity those of you supporting OBASEKI. I pity most of you who are going online, giving wrong information, confusing everywhere, making everything convoluted. I pity you. Because at the end of the day, you're all going to fail, man. You're all going to fail. It's just a matter of time. It is spiritual. Now, that name, Mowaa, Mr. Elvis, I know it's 8 minutes, but maybe, please, you have to make a part 2 or part 3 series of this, because this is not going anywhere anytime soon, but we are going to get victory. Benin are going to get victory. We're going to get our respect back. And it has nothing to do with politics. It has nothing to do with money. It has nothing to do with politics or money. I'm repeating, it's got nothing to do with politics or money. But most of you who are ignoramus and fools do not want to read, do not want to sit down, analyze it truthfully within your heart of hearts. Forget about OBASEKI, forget about all the noise. Sit down truthfully and in a very quiet place. Well, I will not teach you how to meditate or how to get yourself to understand certain things. That the onus is on you. But sit and be honest. Honesty is so hard for human beings. It's so hard. Some people, you cannot get victory, you cannot get freedom unless you are being honest. Anybody who is a drug addict, unless you admit that you're a drunkard, you cannot say you want help. But many of them are refused to admit they are not giving accolades to a thief, a scammer, Godwin OBASEKI in small letters. That is the problem here. They're not talking about the real issues here. Somebody swindled the Oba of Benin, the palace of the Oba of Benin, swindled Edo people, Koro. I have been saying it for the past few years. People were saying, oh, I hate the man. Like, what has hate got to do with it? Somebody is scamming my people. Someone is scamming my people. And I will not talk. You say I hate him. My dear, I really don't give a rat's behind if you say I hate him. I'm sure most of you know me by now. I really don't give a rat's behind. But the more you talk about it, I'm so thick-skinned. You're only giving me power to talk and do more research. This is why I say it is spiritual. Now, that Mowaa name, you see that word, West African arts? I understood something there. You see that word, West Africa in that word? Because the plan, this is a marketing word, West Africa. It was a marketing strategy. Because the plan eventually is to make these foreigners feel that apart from the Benin artifacts that, proposed to be there, other artworks from West African countries will be in that museum, not just Benin artwork. It's not just Benin artwork. So it was a marketing, I think it was a marketing strategy for them, but that marketing was not meant for Edo people, was meant for certain group of people. Please, this Mr. Philip Yenacho, anything he's doing, don't tell me anything he's doing, any decision he's making, he has to get a go-ahead from OBASEKI. He has to get a go-ahead from OBASEKI. And what is that not conflict of interest? Where most of you who are supporting that live in diaspora, most of you there, don't you understand what conflict of interest means? How can somebody own a company, a private company that was constitutionally placed in a position to serve you? And now there's a proposed building now that's controversial. I don't want to go into the history. He's now put somebody who's working for his company to lead that delegation. Is that right? Mr. Elvis, thank you.
All right, Mandarita, thank you very much for that, for coming in to put your voice to this. Yes, I believe we have ironed and touched every area. What is wrong is wrong. Anyhow you want to look at it, if it's wrong, it's wrong. The way those white people were treated, I don't like it. And the people who went there to behave like tout was another thing. Then the foundation of this whole thing we are facing is OBASEKI. So let's take it the way it is. I've come to the end of this broadcast. I want to appreciate every one of you that came in today to put your voice to this. Sir Louis, thank you very much. J Nation, Mr. Alabo, appreciate you. Mr. Jonathan, appreciate you. My brother, Mr. Odoa, Augustine, thank you, sir. Thank you, Mandarita, for coming in. Appreciate you all.
Niger Watch.
Appreciate everyone
Niger
of
Watch,
you.
please.
Nobody. Go ahead, sir, quickly.
Niger Watch, please. Okay, please, just let me say
I
this.
hope you are not
Please,
going,
for those
you are
that
not going for response.
no, I'm not responding. No, nothing. No, for those that are listening, please, it is personal to me. Whatever controversy or whatever is surrounding this museum, please, those involved should iron it out. This is a great institution. Where I like it. I'm using it to. I'm comparing it to the pyramid of Egypt. This is the reason why the whole world go to Egypt. Nothing more. If this museum should assume its pride of place, that is my own benefit. I have no dog in the fight. Whatever it is that is surrounding it, please, those involved should trash it out. I don't care who's ox. If it's me that is involved, please deal with me the way it should be. But that is what I want to say, so that people should understand my independent sort of what is it called? Independent interest I'm having. Is because it's an institution that will outlive everybody, and it should be a remarkable landmark for those that you want to visit Benin. If there's nothing you want to go and see, you say because of the museum. Thank you.
All right, Augustine, that's a wonderful one. No one should be exempted. Just say it how it is. That's it. I support that. I appreciate you all. Thanks for those of you that called in today, Mr. Tony Africa, Mr. Shimize, Simon. I think that was it though. Yes, I appreciate you all. Thank you very much. And nobody buy me coffee today. Another day is ahead. I appreciate you all, my people. Wonderful Mommy Diaspora. Thank you very much, Mommy. I appreciate you for all that you do for us. Abo Azim, my brother, I appreciate you. Thanks for all that you do. Mother Peggy Modi, thank you very much, ma. Mother Mame Bright, thank you very much, ma. Anthony Ola, thank you, my people. Mike Akyombari, Destiny Available, Simon Naboje, Manastella Masevedo, Bex Manx is with us. Bex Manx, you'll be absent for a while now. What's happening? It's good to hear from you, my brother. Golden Night Stars, Love Mondoka, thank you. Black Panther, my brother, and many others. Michael and Amaro, thank you very much. Love Mondoka once again. Okay, I'll also end the show right now. See you guys again. Fingers crossed tomorrow, 7 p.m. Nigerian time. If we can, pre-recorded videos will be uploaded for you during the day. Now, here we join the call to my people. Now God bless you, man. Good night and bye for now.